Hello, it's Miss Mack. Pleasure to yoga with you today. Just like last time, the plan is for us to explore a particular type of pose together, and then I'm going to turn the reins over to you, and you will be in charge of creating a pose in that style. But first, I need us to get focused. So make yourself cozy. Make yourself comfy. I'm sitting on my knees right now. You can sit in a way that is comfortable for you. Let all of your air out. Let it go. Breathe in big through your nose. Out through your nose. I need one more of those. Breathe in. Out. We're going to choose to be chill before we even begin. So check out if your face is chill. I notice I'm squinting a little bit. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Relax your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Your whole face is chill. That's your job. Okay, my face feels like it's at a spa now. I'm ready. Check out if your shoulders are chill. They're often accidentally up by our ears, probably especially if we spend a lot of time at a desk or a lot of time looking at screens. So our shoulders have arrived at a spa as well. Shoulders down, down, down. And often we accidentally squeeze up our fingers or our toes. Our hands are in little fists sometimes, or our toes curl under. So tell your fingers and your toes, hey man, it's okay, we're doing yoga. Chill out your hands, chill out your toes, your fingers. Okay, we're ready. From head to toe, we're relaxed, we're chill, we're focused. One more big breath, pals. Last time I saw you, we learned my very most favorite movement rhyme, sheep in the meadow, cows in the corn. And we're going to do it with Uttanasana, chair pose today. So you will sustain, you will stay in chair pose until you hear your birthday month. Then you will jump up high with great pride when you hear that month. Here we go. Uttanasana, chair pose. Let us yoga. For chair pose, I put my feet right underneath me. Not big, not teeny weeny, but just one straight line. I bend so much. And I stretch my arms up. Here we go. Sheep in the meadow, cows in the corn. Jump on the month when you were born. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I missed it. I did it again. I was so focused on you. August, September, October, November, December. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay, so I was just giving you an example of what it means to not be present. Present is it's kind of like being focused. It's kind of like paying attention. It's choosing to be as not distracted as possible. And I was thinking so much about my students that I totally forgot to jump on my birthday month. So I would like another opportunity to be present. Let's do it one more time. Also, it's just really fun. Ready? Let's try it again. Here we go. Chair pose, Uttanasana. I'm going to get it this time. I'm focused. I'm present. Sheep in the meadow, cows in the corn. Jump on the month when you were born. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yes! I did it that time. I was focused. I wasn't distracted. Okay, so I feel ready to explore today's pose types, which is folds or bends. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me better. A bend in yoga means specifically bending my back. So my chest is forward, my shoulder blades are squeezing together, and usually I would drop my head back in a bend. So anytime I say bend, specifically in these yoga videos, this is usually what I mean. And then usually when I say fold, it's this pose type. So it can be much bigger than this, but it just means going forward. So my head is heavy. When I fold, my shoulders are relaxed. Yeah, so those are the two types of yoga poses we're exploring today. And let's do their simplest version, which is cat and cow. So stand up nice and tall. Park your feet right underneath you. Relax your arms. Puff your chest forward. Take your eyeballs up. Drop your head back. Breathe in. Tuck your chin. Pull your back. Back. Be so round. Breathe out. Now just go back and forth between those two. We bend and we fold. That's all. You can go faster or slower than me. It's up to you. Do two more. And now make your last one like very exaggerated. Drama is what I'm looking for here. Then stand up tall, and we are going to do a bigger fold called Uttanasana. Please say that. Uttanasana. Now say it like you're impressed. Uttanasana. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. And when I'm teaching kids yoga, often kids will tell me that poses like this hurt. And yoga should never hurt. We want it to be a challenge. We don't want it to be painful. So if you're feeling challenged, phenomenal. You're in the right place. Stay there. You can do it. I have such faith in you. If it hurts you, then just back off a little. I'll show you what that might mean. So standing up tall, I turn sideways. You don't have to. We'll tuck our chin and fold forward. And this is Uttanasana. So I want to bend my knees to be more comfortable. And I could pull myself in with my arms and make myself get as close as possible. But then it would feel bad. And I don't want to feel bad in yoga. So instead I choose to back off just a little bit. And even though I look less stretchy, even though I'm not folded as tight, this is better for me. And I'm actually getting more flexible this way. So maybe you just back off a little. Let's nod our head yes here in Uttanasana. Yep. You betcha. Absolutely. Shake your head no. Nope. Under no circumstances. And then paint the floor. Paint it any color you like. I personally am painting my floor a sparkly blue. And let's roll up from this fold. Take your time. Don't rush, my pals. So Uttanasana is an example of a fold, or Bujangasana Cobra is an example of a bend. Again, I'm going to turn sideways. So you might hold hands with yourself in this pose, but I'm filming this kind of early and this isn't feeling nice for my shoulders. So instead, I'm going to have my fingers away. These are both right. You can hold hands or you can have your fingers away. Do what feels nice. So either way, you'll reach your hands, your fingers down, puff your chest forward and look up. And you are in standing cobra, Bujangasana. Let's take a snake breath here. Breathe in through your nose. Hiss. Another one of those. Inhale. Hang out here for one more second. You can do it. And come back to the middle. So there are lots of standing folds and bends. They don't have to be. And I want you to have lots of examples so that you feel ready when you create your fold or your bend in a couple of minutes. So let's come to our knees. And you might want extra padding. So if you have something available to you, like a hoodie or something you could put under your knee, that might be more comfortable for you. Or I feel fine just not having padding under my knees. Take one knee forward. Take both arms up, and you are in Ardha Anjanae Asana. Say that, please. Ardha. That means half. Say Anjanae Asana. That means lunge. Say the whole thing. Ardha Anjanae Asana. Half lunge. So am I in a fold or a bend here? No, I'm in neutral here. I'm right up. But I could turn this into a fold or a bend. Just take your chest backward, take your eyeballs up, and kaplow. You are in a what? In a bend. Or take your hands forward, take your body down, down, down as far as is comfortable for you. Kaplow, you are in a fold. This is often called lizard pose. I like to imagine I'm a cute little lizard darting underneath a rock when I do this. It feels very cozy to me. Do each of those one more time on this side. Back, back, back. And down, down, down. And come to the middle. Put your knee down. Put your other foot forward. I'm going to switch sides so you can see me. You don't need to turn any new direction at all. So here we are in Ardha Anjanae Asana, half lunge, tall and proud and mighty and neutral. So not folding or bending yet. I'm just hanging out here. I could stay here all day. And I bend. I tip back, back, back. I look up high at the beautiful white puffy clouds. I am a lizard under a rock, cozy and safe and snug. Let's do that again. Up. And back, back, back. And down, down, down. One more of each, my pals. Up. And let's just pause for a second to check out how it feels. This is feeling like a lot of work for my body. This feels like exercise. Down, down, down. Check out how it feels. This feels more relaxing and calming to me. You might have a different opinion of either of those, and that is okay. And then up, up, up. So some folds or bends can be kneeling. My ballet bun has really been rebelling against yoga recently. Good heavens. Or some folds or bends might be done seated, which are the last few we will explore for our first round of poses. Oh, perfect. Actually, this will be our last one before our break. So, feet together, Badakanasana, a butterfly shape. Sit up nice and tall. You are neutral. And fold. Just come forward. This is one of my very most favorites, especially in the morning. If I'm having a hard time having quite enough energy to teach, this is one of my favorite things to do because it makes me feel cozy and relaxed and more ready and more present. So maybe check this out. If you're ever just not quite ready for school in the morning, hop into Badakanasana. On your last breath, see if you can shrink, shrink, shrink a little bit more. You are a turtle in a shell. You are cozy and chilled. Yep. And some can even be done laying down. So use your forearms to prop yourself up. Make sure your elbows are on the ground, otherwise you will feel very uncomfortable. So not like this, but like this, yeah? Take your chest up, take your eyeballs up, and you are in fish pose. Our final bend. If it feels okay for your neck, you can drop your head back. I don't like how that feels, so I keep my head up, but it's correct either way. Just make sure your chest is reaching for the ceiling, and stay here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Carefully come up to seated. And take one big, long breath with me before the break. Breathe in. And out. When you come back, we will very quickly review what we just explored, and then I will ask you to create your own bend, fold, or both. Time to pause the video. See you soon. Oh, hello. Miss Mack here. So glad you're back. As you'll recall, we were exploring folds and bends the last time I saw you. But let's make sure we are still nice and focused before we move. Please do one train-stopping breath with me. So you'll breathe in through your nose, and then you'll breathe out a CH sound. Inhale. One more of those. So nice. Breathe in. Let's review our folds and our bends quickly before you have the task of creating your own. Stand up tall, my pals. So the first thing I showed you was a flow. Remember, flow is when you just bounce back between two or more poses, and that was cat and cow. Let's put our hands on our hips for cat and cow. You'll squeeze your shoulder blades back, look up, tuck your chin, pull backwards, make a C shape. One more of each. We learned standing cobra. Pop into it for just one breath. You could hold hands or your fingers could be down and away. And we learned forward fold, Uttanasana. Pop into it for one breath. Fold forward. We learned Ardha Anjanae Asana, which is a half lunge. Pick a side. Lift up and back for your bend. Forward and down for your fold. Up. Switch of the knees. Up. Take it back, back, back. And take it down, down, down. We added a forward fold to the seated shape Badakanasana. Put the bottoms of your feet together. Sit up tall first. And then a cozy little turtle in a cozy little shell. Fold. And we learned fish, which is a bend. So I'm supported by my elbows and I look up. Take 2 breaths here in fish pose. It's kind of funky. It's one to kind of get used to. One more breath. And then carefully come upright. And we have reached creation time, one of my very most favorite parts of kids yoga class. In just a moment, it is your job to create your own fold, bend, or both. So fold is just when you're making this sort of shape with your spine, you're just bending your back forward, or a bend is the exact opposite. You are bending backwards. It can be standing, kneeling, seated, or laying down. And you're welcome to name your pose. Maybe you think it looks like, oh, I don't know, a snail, or a willow tree, or perhaps an octopus, of which I'm very frightened. Whatever you please. I'm going to put 1 minute on my clock, and your job is to create your own fold or bend. Go. 1 minute, you can do it. Fold or a bend from every single person. 30 seconds left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause in your fold or your bend. Stay there. Take a big deep breath. Let it out. If you haven't already named your fold or your bend, consider if it looks like something or if it feels like something to you. Stay in your fold or your bend and see if you can name it. Take one more big breath in and out. And come to seated. Sit in a way that is comfy for you. I always love seeing my students' creations, and I wish I could see your folds and bends because I bet they were all very different and fabulous. So let's move on to the pranayama, the breathing portion of class, which we practice throughout class, but I want to make sure we pause and really explore it sometimes. So we already know train stopping breath. We breathe in through our nose, we breathe out a CH sound. Do that with me. Breathe in. I love that one, which is an example of how using noise can change how we feel in our breath. But if we change how our body moves, that can also change how our breath feels. So I want to teach you the pranayama hills and valleys. Put out one hand in front of you, it doesn't matter which, and just spread your fingers out a little bit. And imagine that the edge of your thumb is a hill and then a valley. A valley, in case anyone is not sure, is the space, like the little swooping shape between two mountains or two hills. I grew up in a valley in the little dip between two really big hills. I grew up in the Jordan Valley. So we breathe up, and then the valley, breathe down. Up the hill, inhale. Valley, exhale. One more. Keep it going. And just relax your hand. We're going to do that 2 times at our own pace. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to have my hand where you can see me, but I'm going to look away so you don't feel like I'm staring at you, so that you can go faster or slower according to what is comfortable for your body and for your breath, because it's going to feel a little bit differently for all of us. So it's your responsibility to do it twice, to do it all the way through, but you can go faster or slower than me. So let's begin together. Let out all of your air. We breathe in. Continue at your own pace. Make sure you do it 2 times. I'm just starting my second one now. Put your hands in your lap and see if you can come up with one word to describe how you feel, your body or your brain, either. How are they feeling? Any word you came up with is fine. I came up with chill. That made me feel much calmer than when I started. Let's do one more pranayama together before the break. And this one is also kind of an experiment with changing our body in order to change how our breath feels. So squeeze your hands up tight. Make really tight, really strong fists and breathe in like a lot. Breathe out, let all of that go. For this one, I like to imagine that I am like pulling something to me that I want, like courage or focus or energy, and then I'm getting rid of something I don't want, like a bad mood or frustration or something. So if anything just pops into your brain, that's a really nice thing to imagine. Let's see, does anything pop into my brain? I think I'm going to pull in energy and I'm going to let go of tiredness. So we ready? Let go of all your air first. I'm going to pull in tired. I'm going to pull in energy and let go of tiredness. One more. Oh, I love how that one feels. Even when I don't think of anything to get or get rid of, I really like how it makes my shoulders feel tense and tight and then so relaxed and chill. Let's do just a couple of poses together before our next break, and then I've got some jobs for you when you return. Place your hands and your knees on the floor. Drop your tum-tum down toward the floor, look up. And you got it, we are in a bend. This is cow pose. Tuck your chin, look down, down, down. We are in a fold. This is cat pose. And then flip between those two. We breathe in as we look up. We breathe out as we look down. If you want to add a meow for cat and an out loud moo for cow, you are welcome to do that. One more. Stop your body, look behind you, actually look with your eyeballs, and make sure you are not going to kick a human being, a piece of furniture, a wall, or anything else. I got to scoot forward a little bit, kick one leg, bring it back. Kick your other leg, bring it back. I always like thinking of a wildcat with this one, like a cheetah or a leopard or something has gotten angry and is saying like, get out of here, with its back paws. 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring your big toes together and your knees apart, so you're making like a triangle shape, and then sink backwards. This is Badaknasana or child's pose. Take some big breaths here. One more big breath, my pals. And come talk to me. Let's do 2 big pulling in and letting go breaths before our break. We breathe in. Out. One more. Breathe in. Out. And 1, just normal people breath. When you come back, I have a few more poses for you, and you are going to be able to create your own mudra, your own piece of yoga with just your hands. but we have reached another 15-minute mark. That means it is time to pause the video. I will see you so soon. Oh, hello. I'm so glad you're back. It's me, Miss Mack. Let's do one round of hills and valleys breath to ensure we are focused and ready to return. So be seated, be chill, be comfy, be present. Start with me and then your own pace. I'm going to turn this way so you don't feel like I'm staring at you. Nobody likes that. We start together. Continue at your own pace. Place your hands in your lap when you're done. Take one people breath. And then come to standing for just a couple power poses. Please ensure that your self-space is safe to step all the way apart. So I'm really reaching through my toes when I stand like this. You might need to move some furniture back, make sure you're not super close to a wall, all that sort of stuff. Wonderful. All right, we are actually going to start narrow. So plant some seeds, reach your fingertips down toward the floor. One big breath in. Out. Scoot one foot in front of you, pick it up. Press your palms together and you are in Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged mountain pose. Very familiar to us from our last class and Ms. Mack's very most favorite balance. Stretch your arms up over your head. Drop your arms, drop your foot, shake it out if that would feel nice to you. I always like a shake between balances. Let's take our second side. Plant your seeds down the sides of the mountain. This isn't just standing, this is mountain pose, Tadasana. Make it mighty, make it powerful. We're on our other side. Forward and up. The palms together, Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged mountain is how we are standing right now, this very moment. It's a very tall mountain. Reach your arms over your head. Big breath in, my pals. Out. Drop your arms, drop your foot, and a shake. Okay, let's do some wide-legged poses. So I step one leg to the side, and I step my other leg back. And this knee is very bent, and this one is quite straight. Stretch your arms in opposite directions, and you are in Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So it kind of looks like a surfer. If I were in the classroom, I would probably be standing like this. This is how it looks from the front. Same thing to the side. Flip your hand, stretch up and back for reverse warrior, stretching our side really long. Straighten your front knee and come down to Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Isn't that ridiculously fun to say? Please say Utthita. That means extended, like lengthened. And now say Trikonasana. It means triangle pose. Keep your knee straight, reach up and back. Keep your knee straight, reach forward and down. I love these two together. This is called Sky Archer. What an elegant name. And triangle pose. Say the whole thing, Utthita Trikonasana. Delightful. Bend your knee so much. Warrior 2, standing like a surfer. Straighten your knee. Take all of your toes forward. And this looks goofy, but it's actually, I might have told you this last time, I can't remember. It's a very traditional yoga transition. Bend your knees and jump your feet together. My most favorites. We're ready for our second side. Step your foot, bend your knee a lot. And we are in Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Add your arms and chill here for a second, my pals. Flip your front hand. Keep this knee bent the first time. Is your knee bent? Excellent. Up and back. Warrior 2. Straighten your knee this time. Forward. Down. Hey, what is this pose called in Sanskrit? If you said Uttita Trikonasana, you were right. Please say it out loud. Uttita Trikonasana. Marvelous. Up and back, sky archer. Reach through the fingers. Do you see how I'm letting my head be a bowling ball and it's just dropping back? If I keep my head up, I will feel dreadful, so I let it be hanging. Triangle pose once more. Extend. Sky archer is what I meant to say. And now we are going to stay in Trikonasana for 2 breaths. One more. Back up to Virabhadrasana 2. Bend the knees. Stretch. Straighten. Look how I'm moving my toes. Do you see how that made me go forward? Bend. Here it comes. Jump. Reach both arms over your head. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. You don't have to turn sideways. Fold forward so that you look like an L. Use your hands to support you. This is Ardha Uttanasana, monkey pose. You know what? If you need to sing a monkey song, then you need to. You don't have to make the noise if you don't want to. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 and no more. Take a calm breath here. And bend. Uttanasana, forward fold. And be seated. Have a seat, my pals. It is time for Mudra. What is Mudra? You tell me. What does Mudra mean? Do you hear the cat singing us a song? She's very jealous she can't attend yoga class. Lucky you. From the wonderful book Mudra by Gertrude Hershey. Today we are going to learn Vayu Mudra. Please say that out loud. Vayu Mudra. If you answered my question a moment ago that Mudra is yoga with just your hands, then you were correct. And if you did not know, or you said something else, that's okay. So for Wind Mudra, we smush our fingers together so it's kind of like the OK sign, but it's closed instead. This is Vayu Mudra. Yeah? Do it with both of your hands. Smush them. Keep them like this and then put them in your lap. Keeping your hands like that, think of any windy sort of scene. So maybe it's very windy and you're picturing big waves on the lake. Maybe it's like breezy and nice and you're picturing playing soccer or baseball with your friends. Imagine anything that is pleasant and windy. Lift your hands, breathe in. Gust of wind, let it go. So Vayu Mudra is the Mudra of Wind. So now I would like to teach you the Mudra of Water, which is Varuna. So for Varuna, make a number 3 and then gently press your hand on top of it. For some reason, my kids really want to squish, and that feels terrible. So just put your hand just gently on top. Keep your hands like this and put them in your lap. And just imagine any pleasant, peaceful water scene. So maybe jumping in spring puddles, maybe taking a hot bath, stomping in a creek. Think of something watery that is pleasant and calming to you. Pick your hand up, make a big wave, breathe in, let it go. Last one on your second side, 1, 2, 3, shubba. In your lap, think of peaceful, calming image of water. Anything that comes to your mind. Pick it up. Big wave. Let it go. So I think Varuna Mudra looks a little bit like water if you think of this as like a wave and this of like as sand that it's going to crash into. Kind of use your imagination. But for Mudra, it doesn't really matter that much if it looks that much like the thing you are imagining. So with that in mind, I need you, yes you, to create your own mudra about what I am about to show you. Just do your best. We're going to do it kind of fast. If any of these kind of stump you and you don't quite get an idea, that's fine. Just wait for the next one. Do your best. So use one or both hands to represent a turtle. So maybe think of safety, coziness, having your own place. Could you use your hands to look like or feel like a turtle? That's your job. And let's all just be looking at our own hands for this activity if we are in a group so that nobody feels like shy or pressured or like they're being copied. So if you are in a group right now, just be looking at your own hands or at me at the card. So the version of turtle mudra that I really like is this, tucking the head in and then closing a shell on top. But if you came up with a different version, wonderful. Let's do a few more. I think this one is maybe a little bit easier. A butterfly. Use one or both hands to look like or feel like a butterfly. So maybe beautiful, soft, small, gentle, free. These are the words that come to mind for me about a butterfly. My students always come up with beautiful versions of this. I wish I could see yours. And let's do 2 more in our last minute. We'll speed through them. Let's do a dragonfly. They're metallic, they're shiny, they're quite fast. Probably the least calm of the animals we're exploring in this portion. Use your hands to look like a dragonfly. Let that go. And our last one is a snail. You could use one hand to look like the body, the other hand to look like the shell. Or maybe you have a different idea. That's great too. And let that go. Take a big breath in, make fists. Breathe out. Thank you for exploring so many different kinds of yoga with me today, so many different yoga ideas. I appreciate your focus, and I can't wait to see you next time. Ciao.